Sports return on the weekend show. Good morning and the finals. Welcome. I am Monday Thomas. Please a sponge to take you around the world of sports in the ever exciting season of the English Premier League and as well as the rest of club football returning to us. I won't be doing this alone. Joining me is a considerable help of MC Samm. Good morning, MC.
Good morning.
New season, new smiles, MC?
I was kind of disappointed, so let me not say new smile.
All right, we're going to talk about why you were disappointed as we saw Liverpool a 4-2 victory against Bournemouth at the Anfield Stadium to see the 2025-2026 season opener. But before we head into the conversation, why not shall we have a feel of what we saw over the week? There's excitement in sports, and it all started on Sunday. If we can quickly have a feel of what we saw on Sunday. Here you have it, Crystal Palace going over 60 years without a trophy, and in the space of 83 days, they were able to clinch the FA Cup and as well as the Community Shield on Sunday. Then on Monday, it was quite another exciting stuff ongoing in Nigeria, for Nigeria in Angola as it concerns the 2025 Afro-Basket in the men's category. We just finished congratulating and celebrating the D Tigers who did remarkably well for the women's category. And here is the D Tigers who are absolutely taking the actions to the cleaners. Here you have it on your screen. His name is Josh Okoji. He plays in the NBA, and yesterday for Nigeria, he recorded 33 points in about 20 minutes to see Nigeria beat the defending champions by 21 points. And on Tuesday, and of course, we were counting down to the English Premier League, but on Tuesday, we saw Nigeria handed a very harsh lesson in the 2024 CHAN tournament ongoing in Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. They were beaten by Sudan, and this is definitely going to be one of the bases of our conversation this morning. Let's have a feel on what we saw on Wednesday. It all concerns the Super Cup in Europe, as it concerns the winners of the Europa League and the winners of the UEFA Champions League. And at the end of the day, it was tough. It was a hard-fought victory for Paris Saint-Germain as they came back from behind to beat Tottenham Hotspur on penalties. On Thursday, we saw another fantastic stuff in the world of sports. As a fantastic play of action on Thursday. Here you have it. Cristiano Ronaldo engaged his longtime girlfriend, Georgina Rodriguez. Might not be one of the sports stories, possibly might go for lifestyle or entertainment, but because it has to do with Cristiano Ronaldo, because it has to do with love, it had to feature on our most important happening on Thursday. On Friday, we saw the return of the English Premier League, and it was tributes to the late Diogo Jota and his brother Andre. Seen on your screen is Hugo Ekitike opening his scoring in his Premier League debut and as well as paying tributes with the sign that you are seeing on the screen. It actually stands for 2 and 0, which is number 20 for Mohamed Salah. And Saturday, we'll get to have the full fixtures of the English Premier League as we have some games beginning early kickoff and as well as late encounters. Aston Villa will take on Newcastle. Brighton will be in action against Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Brentford, Sunderland, and as well as West Ham United, and the rest of the action that we are going to be expecting for today, tomorrow, and as well as Monday Night Football. English Premier League is not the only action returning to us. We also have some games to look out for in the Spanish La Liga. In the French Ligue 1, we saw that kickstart yesterday as well. So now let the conversation get on the way. And before we do that, let's have a feel of the game of the week. A rather disappointed reaction we saw right there for the CHAN Eagles. Dispirited performance as well. Nigeria beaten by 4-0, crashing out, becoming the first team to crash out of the CHAN 2024 tournament currently ongoing in 3 African countries, which is Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Nigeria lost their first game to the Teranga Lions of Senegal by 1-0 and losing their second game to Sudan by 4-0, crashing out without a win so far and also conceding 5 goals without scoring. Very disappointing display by the Super Eagles. A lot of people are maybe just having a backlash on the management, and when you talk of the management, you have to pinpoint the head of the crew, which is Eric Chill, the current Super Eagles manager. What do you say about this particular defeat?
First of all, I would like to start with When the women won the trophy for us, we're like, beg, the guys still can do it. The men are doing it while we're pampering them. Some people were complaining about the gift. Now, after the women has made us smile, 4-0, God. To be honest, even watching the highlights alone pisses me off. Like 4-0. Like if someone, I don't believe Brazil will beat Nigeria. Brazil, we do call Brazil like one of the biggest football team in the world. I don't believe Brazil will beat Nigeria 4-0, and Sudan beating Nigeria 4-0. To be honest, I can't even say I feel disappointed about everything about that thing. Everything about it is annoying me. 4-0.
That was a very disappointing performance, I must say.
Very painful.
A lot of people are saying this particular competition is meant to showcase the brilliance, the talent in African football, because it's basically players from the domestic league in Africa. But
Yes.
for Nigeria, it actually painted a bad picture of possibly the NPFL and how they've been able to orchestrate the league. And if you take a look at the trajectory of things, we don't get to make it big in the CAF Champions League since the likes of Enyimba won it in 2003 and 2004. What do you have to say about the league management system? Can we push the blame totally to them and possibly exonerate the head coach, Eric Chill?
First of all, I want to say, initially, when we were talking about local team, their players, naturally, you won't call teams from Sudan ahead of Nigeria.
Definitely.
You
I
won't.
agree with you.
If it was like Egypt now, for example, everybody knows Zamalek, we all know that that's where the big teams
Wydad
come from.
Casablanca.
Those are where the big teams are coming from. But Sudan and their league is beating Nigerian league players 4-0. You can't justify. I feel there's something till now. I feel there's something wrong with the coach really selected the wrong set of players. That's what I just can say.
So for you, is the coach, not the league as a
I don't want to
in
agree
total?
I don't want to agree that it's the league, because
So you think we have talent in the league?
We
But
have-
you just said that, I mean, if we have talent in the league, that means Sudan shouldn't be more than us. But Sudan were able to...
that's what I'm saying. Head to head. If we're going to check this head to head,
Yeah.
you can't
Power
call
for power.
Yeah, we
Resource
can't call
for
Sudan
resource.
Sudan team ahead of Nigeria. Let's be factual. We won't. Sudan, this is not Tunisia. This is not Egypt. Sudan, and their team league local players. They could come up with players that could beat Nigeria 4-0. You see, there's something. I just feel they selected the wrong set of players to go for this competition. That's what I just feel.
All right, the selection also matters, as well as many Nigerians are clamoring for the overhauling of the NPFL league management team and ensuring that possibly we get to have people who understand the game tactically, people who understand what it means to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Very disappointing display. Nigeria have crashed out of the 2024 CHAN tournament currently ongoing. Now let's get to talk about another African side or another Nigerian team making us proud, and that is the national basketball team, the D Tigers. Just 2 weeks ago, we were celebrating the D Tigers in grand style, and as well as some presidential grand ceremony for them, as they were awarded $100,000 for their performance in their currently just recently concluded women's Afro-Basket, winning it for the 7th time in total. And the last title was the 5th consecutive one. Now let's talk about the D Tigers, I beg your pardon, in Angola. So this competition, another time where we get to see the the D Tigers in action. And just days ago, we were celebrating the D Tigers. This is basketball now. Still, we're talking basketball, and we've seen Nigeria in tremendous form. First game was against Madagascar. Second game was against the defending champions, Tunisia. And guess what? Nigeria were able to beat them by 21 points. Now, the big question is, we saw $100,000 given to the Super Falcons, $100,000 given to the D Tigers. Can we say that $100,000 is now the reward for silverware in Nigeria?
To be honest, I will say it's encouraging. It's encouraging. For example, you playing with the mindset that if we win this trophy, President will be gifted this. I think it will encourage you to do better. So the $100,000 is, I think I'm happy about it, to be honest.
And we spoke with Rajit Ajibade, the head coach, the captain of the Super Falcons. He has said it to the public that they've not been given the promise yet. What do you have to say about that?
Which I still found out some things. It's just that it's not totally clarified. But
Okay.
something it's not going to be an issue.
It's not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So $100,000 is very fair. And if the D Tigers win the Afrobasket in Angola, they should get their own $100,000.
Yes.
So which sports can you play, MC Sam? Because I'm about to maybe pick up a sport.
To be honest, I play football. I'm a
What position?
They used to call me attacking defender, but I'm an attacker. When I was younger, I was an attacker. Now I play defense because I don't want to be running. An attacker, you need to run better. And I want to ask one question. Our team that lost 4-0, that they are coming back home, are they going to? They are supposed to pay the $100,000 per players, as in they are to pay it, not
We
to
have to
receive.
pay NPFL players?
Yes.
And where are they going to get $100,000 from?
To be honest.
All right, MC Sam has a special message to the federal government saying that he's an attacking defender. It reminds me of maybe Frank Beckenbauer, goal-scoring defenders. All right, now let's get to talk about the new beginnings in the English Premier League, new season, new chances for the likes of Mikel Arteta to possibly make a name for himself. Let's have a feel of the fixtures of the English Premier League as we look at the season in details. And talking about the season yesterday, last night, remarkable atmosphere at the Anfield Stadium where Liverpool left it late to beat Bournemouth by 4 goals to 2, I beg your pardon. Now, the league saw a whole other thing. First of all, the excitement that Premier League football is back. And right in that excitement, we saw a racial abuse on Semenyo. I mean, it goes to show how the fight against racial injustice is still ongoing. This is 2025. And in the first day of the 2025-2026 season, a man on a wheelchair said something that was not appropriate to the Ghanaian superstar, Antoine Semenyo. And how did he respond? He went ahead to score 2 goals, taking Bournemouth back into the game, but quite unfortunate. Or was it meant to be Federico Chiesa and as well as Mo Salah scoring scoring for the 10th time in the 10th seasons, the season's opener. No man has done that more than him. But let's have your own review of the first match day of the season.
To be honest, I deep down inside I was not happy with the final score. Liverpool started with scoring 2 goals, and I was like, oh, they are still in form. I had that mindset. There. And when Bournemouth came from behind, Semenyo scoring 2 goals to equalize, I was like, wow, this season is going to be funny. Then before you know, Liverpool were able to score 2 goals, and the part that to be honest, I clapped for Salah because he's getting older and he scored with his right leg. That was touching. Although dedicated to Diego Jota somehow. But to be honest, I feel Liverpool are still in form.
All right, you started by saying that you were not happy when Liverpool won that particular game. Why?
Because I'm a Arsenal fan.
All right, the banter starts from day one. But let's talk about other fixtures. Arsenal will take on Manchester United on Sunday, which is for a super classic Sunday. We've seen some revamp in basically most top teams in Europe. Chelsea are not even exempted. Let's get your Premier League top 4 at the end of the season. Early predictions.
Okay, Premier League top 4. I know nobody's expecting me to mention Manchester United. I know, like our director, Mr. Emmanuel, he used to be a Man U fan. I think he retired. He stopped watching ball because Man U is a bit disappointed. So my top 4, you won't hear Manchester United. It's definitely going to be Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea.
Arsenal number 1,
Yes.
City 2nd.
Yes.
Okay, Chelsea 3rd.
Yes, Liverpool 4th.
Liverpool 4. What about Manchester United?
Okay, let's see if they'll make the top 10. Let's see.
Or Manchester United to make the top 10. And as well as other encounters we are going to be seeing in the rest of Europe. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. MC Samm, it was great having you. I remain Monday Thomas. I'll see you later for something greater.